This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades.
Again, I think that the biggest question maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades will be what to do with all these useless people.
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda.
Shell companies, potentially falsified documents, a lot of allegations flying around. You wonder if this is going in sort of an FTX direction or if, as the company says, really nothing to see here. Explain what's happening and why we should care.
So the two companies behind Tether, which is the world's most popular and widely traded US dollar pegged stablecoin, are accused of essentially falsifying documents and using shell companies to get bank accounts. So we're talking about two companies. There's Tether, which is the parent company to the stablecoin of the same name, and then its sister company that runs Bitfinex, which is one of the world's biggest crypto exchanges. Now, in 2018, both companies were having issues maintaining their access to the banking system, and to get around this, the Wall Street Journal found that both companies started using these shadowy intermediaries. So think of like third parties, such as other businesses or individuals, to open and maintain bank accounts. The report went on to say that they circumvented the banking system by providing fake sales invoices and contracts for deposits and withdrawals. That Wall Street Journal report, Eamon, also specifically references an email in which the co-owner of Tether Holdings pushed back against the use of these fake sales invoices, saying that he would not want to, quote, argue any of the above in a potential fraud and money laundering case. Today, we did hear from Tether's chief technology officer, essentially saying that the report contained a ton of misinformation and inaccuracies, but didn't really specify what the issues were with this report.
It was 1 month ago that a freight train derailed and spilled toxic chemicals in East Palestine, Ohio. At a public meeting last night, people from the town confronted the railroad's operator. Understandably, as Roxana Saberi reports, it got very heated at times.
I'm stuck. No one's coming to save us.
With pleas for help.
I'm begging you, by the grace of God, please get our people out of here. Yes.
And stories of illness.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Tether back in the news on CNBC. And Tether has denied the allegations. But guys, we know this is all about the Fed. The Fed just doesn't tell you they take your money. They set up a distraction and run the money in the back door. And guys, we have East Palestine, Ohio. Another distraction. And where was this train going? That's right, Conway, Ohio. And these chemicals were going to the billion-dollar facility of the Shell company. So guys, it looks like if this billion-dollar facility is letting off hazardous chemicals, it can blame it on East Palestine. And the media now is picking up on the story, but no one is saying where the train was headed with all these chemicals. But if anything happens to go down, everyone's going to point to the derailment in East Palestine. And those medical digital bracelets now make sense. And then, guys, we have Trump coming in with the Hegelian dialectic. And I told you they were going to drive it home. And now they're putting their foot on the gas. And he goes over the talking points: Social Security, Medicare, the military, overspending in Ukraine. And guys, we know these are all the things that the Americans have emotional attachments to. And this pushed Trump back in the driver's seat. And he's going to drive them to the fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
We're not going back to people that want to destroy our great social security system. Even some in our own party. I wonder who that might be. That want to raise the minimum age of Social Security to 70, 75, or even 80 in some cases. and that are out to cut Medicare to a level that it will no longer be recognizable. And when that was their original thought, that's what they always come back to. Remember that. You have to remember that. You heard it here first. We are never going back to a party that wants to give unlimited money to fight foreign wars that are endless wars, that are stupid wars. But at the same time demands that we cut veterans' benefits and retirement benefits at home. Our soldiers will no longer live in the streets of our city. We have cities where our soldiers, our great soldiers, are living on concrete. They're living on asphalt. We will take care of our soldiers. There has never been a time like this. Illegal immigrants come in, and we house them in the Waldorf Astoria and many other of the greatest hotels anywhere in the world. But our soldiers, we do nothing for them. They sleep out at night and they freeze. They freeze in the cold and they die in the heat. Well, people that came into our country illegally are in beautiful hotel suites, perhaps watching us on television right now. We were taking care of our soldiers just a short while ago, but we don't do that anymore. But we'll start doing it again. Our soldiers are very special to us. When a wonderful town in Ohio has difficulty, we are going to take care of that town, that city, that village, prior to worrying about the rest of the world. We're taking care of the problems of the rest of the world that they're not taking care of themselves. They have us put up the money. You know what I'm talking about. If you look at Ukraine, and we all feel so badly about it, but why isn't NATO putting up dollar for dollar with us? We put up $140 billion, and they put up just a tiny fraction of that. And, you know, we all want to see success, but it's far more important to them than it is to us because of that location. We are never going to be a country ruled by entrenched political dynasties in both parties, rotten special interests, China-loving politicians, of which there are many. You listening to this, Mitch McConnell? Are you listening? And a militant left-wing news media that's either frightened of telling the truth or is truly evil and bad. I don't know. I think in many ways they're frightened. But you never really know which. We are not going back to this mindset, not now, not ever.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.